New question, the member from Oshawa.
Premier, as you can well imagine, families in Oshawa are devastated on how the closures are going to impact them. Workers are rightly out there demonstrating their displeasure with the agreements and how to try and make changes there. And it's not just going to end there. I would let one of the members know that the internal documents that I have in possession with talks about the St. Catharines powertrain plant and what's going to happen there. Yesterday, Premier, the questioning was to try and find out the details of the funding agreements on the transfer of funds. And it was supposedly based on employment. Is that employment based on internal employment, external employment, and how is it going to be in the plant or outside the plant? First, we heard it was a grant, then it was a loan, then it was a 50-year loan and a 30-year loan, then $100 million and $175 million. Premier, can you lend us in on what the actual funding agreement is?
Premier.
Speaker, I will allow the Minister of Economic Development and Trade to speak to some of the details of this. Let me just say this at the outset, and I know the member opposite understands this. We have been working hard with a variety of auto manufacturers. They have demanded of us, and we think this is perfectly reasonable from their perspective, that we treat the individual agreements with some commercial sensitivity. The folks at Toyota don't want their arrangement known to the folks at Ford. The folks at Ford don't want their arrangement known to the folks at GM and Honda as well, Speaker. So, Speaker, we intend to respect that. Speaker, I can say, though, and this is the fundamental difference that I want to draw the line once again, we believe it's important on the part of our government to sit down with CAW workers, with auto workers in the province of Ontario, and with auto manufacturers, and to enter into a competition with the U.S. to ensure that we land new investment. Yep. So what we need to know from the part of the Conservative Speaker is whether they continue to support our being in competition with the U.S., our working with the CAW, our working with our manufacturers to ensure that we land more new investment to create more new jobs for Ontario workers.
Thank you. Supplementary, the member from Whitby, Oshawa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.